Hi, I'm Louis Kavoris, and I'm chair of the UNLV Department of Dance. I want to welcome you to this class, which is the Aesthetics of Dance class. This is one of my favorite classes. This is one of my favorite subjects to talk about, the subject of art. Now, aesthetics is about the arts. It's about why we have the arts. It's about the design elements of art. It's about what is a work of art. It's about the phenomenon that is art. Often we come to this question, what is art? And what is a work of art? And what are the human conditions that create a work of art and the human conditions that surround a work of art? So this course will have an introduction, or what I call the prologue, which are these first two videos for you to watch. Then we'll have 10 chapters, which will be modules of the course. And each of these is a window into art. And rather, it's a way of looking at art. It's a subject where we can use it as a lens with which to study works of art. Also in this class, we'll have an epilogue, which sums up the course. So as you can see, it's structured like a book because eventually all of this material will be a book that I'm writing on art and aesthetics. So what's lovely for you is that you're getting a window into this book before it's published. What I'm going to try to do is look at all of these genres of art: dance, theater, film, music, architecture, as many as possible. And it's my premise that to understand any of the arts, you have to understand the sister arts that surround the work of art. Now, these videos, they're all posted on YouTube, and I find that that is a really easy and accessible place for you to have the content. So it also houses the content easily, and it seems to be a pretty reliable source for us to get the content. And in Web Campus will be links to get to the videos. But as you can see in YouTube, I've made a playlist that has all of the videos, and there are lots of videos. This is quite an extensive course of lectures. If you're watching these videos and you're taking the course at UNLV, I also welcome you to ask questions. And I welcome questions, I welcome discussion, I welcome inquiry, and also know that I'm available on campus if you want to come and talk to me. If something is confusing, or you simply want to explore and get a deeper understanding, or even to ask some questions about some areas of art that are fascinating to you and how these materials might resonate in those areas. So I really welcome that we deepen the discussion beyond just simply the online platform of what do I have to do to pass this course. I want to start this course with a video I made in a different course. At the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, we've redesigned the dance appreciation class. And I was fortunate enough to be given the very first lecture for this new class, introducing people to the subject of dance. And we wanted to take an aesthetics approach, and we wanted these students from all parts of the university to understand what is a work of art and to understand art. So the very first question I posed to these students engaged in this dance appreciation class was, what is a work of art? What is a work of art? When humans evolved and became Homo sapiens, so there were some amazing things that happened at that time. They began using tools, they began developing language. They began wearing clothes. Now, this was interesting because initially, clothes were meant just simply to protect us and to keep us warm. But eventually, they've developed to create a kind of fashion, to make a kind of statement, and to allow us to express ourselves, if it's through color or through the forms and that we wear. Now, the other things that Homo sapiens did, the humans developed art. And this was amazing. We have examples of it in some of the cave drawings, and they go back to 40,000 years ago. Some amazing, amazing pieces. Now, what we see in these is that they valued something. They looked at the world, they created symbols, and they put the symbols around them, and they preserved them in a way so that the symbols, the artworks, could tell them about what it was to be alive. Now, you can see that I collect art, and I'm really interested in antiquities a lot. So some of the earlier kinds of pieces of art, I'm going to show you this tiny little piece here. Bring it close to the camera. And this piece is from 4500 BC. So you're looking at a work of art that is about 6,500 years old. And it's from the Cyclada civilization, the Cycladic civilization, and it's called Achillea Figure. Now, these little figures, some of them stood 6-7 inches tall. This is a fragment, this is just the head. So this is made out of alabaster. It's made out of stone. And we found them in parts of the world. This was from the Cycladic civilization, is what is now Greece and the Greek islands. I'll show you some other examples here in this film. They were linked to spiritual practices. Most of them stood and they stared up. Some called them stargazers because they looked like the little figure was staring up at the stars. They were most probably cherished by those of that civilization, and they helped them contemplate their existence and perhaps the vast and unknowable world around them. So it's an ancient little piece of art, and it's something that we save. You know, you can even see here, this is in the art world, this is an honorific action when we put it on a little pedestal in a way to make everyone just look at it. Yeah. We save this and we keep it and we preserve it. And that's something that is largely human. Humans are one of the few living things on this planet that save things in this way. And these things stand for something. They're symbols of something. And they help us know about the world. You know, I hope this little guy lasts for thousands and thousands more years. So it's just a testament to our ability to preserve and take care of them. We make them, we collect them, we cherish them. And that's what makes it a work of art. Now, I would say that this kind of art developed at the time we were making tools, but it too is a kind of tool, and it's unique to us as humans. What it does is it's also a little language system that we can see. It has form and it has feeling in it. Now, let's just look at the form for a moment. That if you look at it, you would say that there's something like the roundness of the head. There's a nose, there's the indentations of the eyes, there are the little ears around it, and we can even see the little neck to it. So we look at it and we recognize it, not only as just a stone, but we also recognize it as representing who we are, because we have these same characteristics as well to us. I'll also say that in the language system, there's also the language in here that we know things like it looks up at the sky. Much like I'm taping this on, this is July 5th, So yesterday, everyone looked at fireworks in the sky. So we all as humans looked up at the sky and we looked at the stars kind of exploding, our own man-made stars. But back when this was made, the humans probably looked at the stars, they looked at them move across the sky, and they wondered about the universe, and they wondered about who they were staring and living in this vast universe. So I would say that this has a language of contemplation within this little piece. A work of art is a tool, and some call it a kind of strange tool, because it, like this little guy, allows us to contemplate who we are. You know, when a work of art, at its essence, it's just that mini language system, and it's a symbol. And it's a symbol for how we feel on the inside. So I would say that a dance is also a work of art in this way, because its movements are also forms. They're phrases, they're shapes, but the forms also have a language to them. So if we contemplate, and they let us contemplate about ourselves. So imagine a dance that is a love dance. If we look at love, the dance, we somehow can feel what it's like about love, what it's like to be in love. And we can look at this dance and we can imagine the times that we as humans felt love and were in love. And the dance all allows us, like a tool does, to feel and to explore and to ultimately know about love. So, little works of art, they're fantastic. And next, we will talk about what is a dance.